I dislike about Makati Poblation, the number two thing that I can't stand besides this now is you got all these teenagers and little kids walking around begging, constantly begging. You get it 10 to 15 times a day, especially if you're sitting in the front. I mean, up here they're not going to beg because I'm sitting up on the rooftop. But in the streets, man, today, I had I don't know how old, 13, 14-year-old actual boy with long hair. He wasn't trying to be a bakla. He was just bio. Come up and start hugging my freaking leg, man. Telling me he'll do all kinds of stuff. I said, get the fuck away from me, man. What the hell? The security guard had to come. The girl at the desk sent the security guard to get him the fuck away from me, man. I mean, it's disgusting. Fucking disgusting. What they will offer you for fucking just a few pesos, man. It's ridiculous. Begging, constant begging, man. What the hell is wrong with this place, man? And it's against the law to give them money. You know, you're not supposed to give them any money. So if you give them money, you're breaking the law. What do you do about it? What solves this problem about, Makati? What makes them so they think, oh, this is shameless? Walang hiya. That's how you say that in Filipino. It's walang hiya. Shameful to beg, right? Shameless. Where's the parents at? Are they like drunk from the night before? Where's the parents at? Why ain't they in school, man? Is it Christmas break? I mean, what's going on? And then at night you got them going around banging freaking, hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, and beating on boxes and just coming up. You're in the middle of watching a movie or something, and they're just making noise. Oh, Merry Christmas, jingle bells, hold me money, gimme, gimme. It's like they have no work ethic, man. What are they gonna do when they get older, man? They're gonna be begging like the old men beg, But a lot of them die before then, man. Then people wonder why I gotta take chill pills, man. Got some little kid teenager humping my leg today, grabbing me, saying, "Hey, I'll do this for you." I said, "Get the fuck away from me, man." I mean, number two on the list is the begging, man. The freaking begging. I mean, you could be in the red light district, so you can't complain about the baklas. You can't complain about the lady boys. So, you can't complain about the bios. This is a red light district, right? But little kids beg. What are they even doing in this neighborhood, man? Why don't they go to Forbes Park? That's where the billionaires like Manny Pacquiao live. Why don't they go into Forbes Park and beg there from rich Filipinos? Especially in front of a freaking hostel, there's nothing but a bunch of brokies staying there. Why would you beg? And they have no sense whatsoever. I don't see the barangay police coming around, or the Poblation barangay cops come around telling them to stop begging and picking them up. You can't do anything about it. You'll go to jail. So what do? You got to put up with it. That's it. You got to deal with it. Do I like dealing with it? No, hell no. I would not stay here for nothing, man. I mean, not in this area. Maybe some other area of the Philippines. I might stay in some other area of the Philippines. But, you don't want to be, put it this way. If you have a weak heart, like, oh, I'm sympathetic, I always give to the poor, then you're going to go broke here, man. 15, 20 times a day, somebody's coming up to you with their hand out like this, and then after they put their hand out, they won't say anything, but they'll go like this, like I need food. Then you offer them food, and they don't want the fucking food. They want money, man. I offered 2 or 3 people some food. I gave him a fucking thing of rice like this in a bag, like a package wrapped up. He took it, he looked at it like this, and he fucking threw it. He got mad and threw a fucking 50 cent or 50 peso, whatever, a dollar rice, and threw it away, man. Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. This might not even go 10 minutes. This might only be 5 minutes. But your number one was the streets smell like wet farts and piss when it rains, especially in this area. People pissing in the street. And then now, little kids and teenagers begging, man. And then what happens when they grow up and they don't get the money? They turn into a little fucking smooth criminal. Did they come up with a knife and fucking rob you? I don't know. Haven't had that happen to me. But begging. This is the only place I see that, man. I haven't seen it in Mexico when I was there. I've seen it in Vietnam slightly, man, but they don't really beg. They offer to sell you shit that you don't need. There's a lot of people doing that here too. They want to sell you shit that you don't need. It'd be like me coming up to you, go, I have used lighter. Give me 50 pesos for used lighter. Used lighter. And they got that accent, lighter. I said, you want me to be your daddy? I'll be your daddy, right? Gusto mo tatay? You want daddy? I'll be your daddy. I don't want to be nobody's daddy. So then you may ask, well, why do you come to the Philippines then? Well, I have friends here that are grown adults, in this area. And they just so happen to work in this area because this area, they pay decent wages. They make decent, not big, good wages, but decent wages. You have the call centers that are right nearby here, call center people that Anna that I met up in front of Angela or whatever. Yeah, Angel. And Angel I met in front. I talked to her last night again. Her boyfriend was pissed off at her, so she got on a bike to go home to Caloocan. Right? Anyway, there's people like that you meet, they got good jobs. They're making 25K, 30K a month, So they're not out there. She did bum a cigarette off me, and I gave her one. Well, usually I don't give anybody a fucking cigarette, but since she's so hot, yeah, I gave her a cigarette. I gave her one. Now the kid hugging on my leg today offered to do disgusting things to me for fucking pesos. I told him to get the fuck away from me, man, Pedos, PDFs here, they'd have a blast in this fucking area, man. Maybe that's why JLB used to come to this area all the time, man, because if you're a PDF, man, this is heaven for you, man. This area here is heaven. But if you're a normal person and you can't take this kind of shit, don't stay in Makati. Don't stay in this area. Don't stay in Manila. Go somewhere else. Go to Palawan. Go to Boracay. Go someplace else. But don't come to this area here. It's like the shithole South Chicago. You might as well take a vacation to South Chicago. If you're going to come to Manila, to the Philippines to visit Manila, just take a vacation to South Chicago. All right? We're going to end it on that note here. Because then I'm going to do the news. I'm going to do the news in a little bit now. The 24-hour, what happened in Makati in the last 24 hours. Hey! Kamusta ka, kabigo? See, that's the worker here, He's working. Fucking working. He's got a job. Filipinos, get a fucking job, man. Get a fucking job. They're out there. You just don't want them. Like, get a job. Okay. Bless you all. Have a great fucking week. This is your second reason. Number 2 in the episode. What the things I don't like about Poblation. Bye.